guys, how's it going? It is time for our very first best class setup video for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and we're going to be hitting it out, starting it up with the XM4 assault rifle, the very first assault rifle that you do get for yourself, at least in the beta. Who knows, by the time the actual game drops, you know, this thing could be purple, pink, it could be sideways, who knows. But yeah, so the XM4, first one we get is the Commando from Black Ops 1, and it has to be one of the most, I mean, it's just like the M4 in Modern Warfare in a way, to where it's just one of the most versatile and balanced weapons in the game. They have done a phenomenal job of how well they've balanced the weapons, especially. So, I mean, I know they had the alpha, so it's like there was some time for them to iron things out before the beta droppage, but for this to be a beta, the weapons are just phenomenally balanced, okay? So it's like the XM4 or MP5, all of these jigs right here are, you know, they're on that, they're what you would expect them to be as far as like their use potential. But we do have a lot of attachments this go around, which is very nice. It's awesome. It's always nice to have a lot of options. And with that being said, you can really custom tailor your setups, your classes to meet a wide variety, the full spectrum of usage of, you know, capabilities for individual play styles and game modes. So this one right here is what I found to be the best kind of well-rounded setup for the XM4 for the Commando, in terms of just like the standard playlist that I've been going into, because when you're playing with the ARs, you want to take and play like an AR. Like, you can set this thing up to run aggressively, and I'd say my play style is leaning more on the aggressive side anyways, but you know, we'll get into that more once we actually get into the match. One thing to note, you will need the Gunfighter wild card, because that allows you to take and throw on an attachment in every category, unlimited attachments basically. So you will need that. And looking at the wild cards, I mean, the only two that really are going to make any sense is Gunfighter and Perk Greed. Perk Greed is not available. Also, the Magnum pistol is not available, which really chaps my khakis on that spectrum, because I was looking forward to using that thing. I really was. But anyway, so looking at the attachments with the optic, you don't have to have an optic. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like when it comes to these reflex sights, it's really just about which one suits you fancy in terms of the visual. I prefer the Microflex LED. I like the sight picture on it. Now, I mean, obviously, when you get into these that have magnification, that does help with your long range accuracy, but you're not going to be trying to push it out that far. And right now, the maps that we got, it's not necessary. For the muzzle, we got the Agency Suppressor. I looked through all these, and the thing about the Commando, the XM4, is just the accuracy on this thing is pretty solid stock. So with this, it was about just kind of getting a good balance of attachments that, you know, help with range, accuracy, and then kind of just balance out your speed or your mobility. And then, you know, it's just always a good idea to have a suppressor, because you just hide from people that way. So going with the 13-inch Paratrooper, English, hello, stroke, the hybrid barrel, that I cannot even talk. You'd think English wasn't my first language. But it just, I tried all the barrels, and this one right here just seemed to hit a little bit harder. Like, where this is the beta, I'm trying to move through these weapons and you know, level them up, get game time in with them, and run them through different scenarios, situations, and try some different play styles. But if you hadn't caught on to it yet, man, it means if you're watching this at some point in the distant future, I'm sure that I will have updated class setups for all these weapons. So this is just some preliminary stuff while we got the beta. So for the body, I'm going with the SWAT 5mm laser sight. It's been what I would say is the better option. The Ember sighting point, I tried it, but the SWAT 5mm laser is the one that I've been going with on pretty much every weapon I've been using. It seems to have the best balance for hipfire accuracy. And the hipfire accuracy on here, when you throw that on there, is so nice, so usable. To, like, whenever you get in those situations, you just run right up on somebody. You just pull the trigger and let it rip. Now for the underbarrel, the Field Agent Grip is the one that really fits with this class setup as a whole and really helps tie it together. There's a lot of these, you're not going to go wrong by throwing these on there, because they'll help your recoil control or whatever. The Bruiser Grip, that one's kind of useless in my opinion, because there's just no need for that. Then go into the magazine. There's some good solid options right here. Once again, you can't really go wrong with any of these. It's just about picking the one that really helps tie the setup together as a whole. The standard 50 round mag is one I like to go with, because whenever I'm using this weapon, it's all about pre-aim. It's all about just, you know, being able to deal with whatever I'm looking at and all the people that are coming down at me at one, you know, any given point in time. So having 50 rounds ready to go and not having to reload is what I've found the most success with. Plus we have our 1911, which is phenomenal. I've been having a great time just running pistols on here. And that's probably the next weapon that I'll be doing a class setup video for, is the 1911. For the handle, we got the task forced rear grip. That just kind of helps bring up the aiming speed. We can take, and you can throw on this one right here, but like where we've got this thing balanced out right now is just the perfect combination of mobility and accuracy for a solid AR setup. And that's what we got going on with Commando Assembly for our stock option. I tried a bunch of all these stock combinations with everything else that's on here, and I kept going back between the buffer tube and the Commando Assembly, because even with the buffer tube, the accuracy is fine with this weapon, but just the overall, the way that this weapon moves, like the mobility of it whenever you're ADSing, and just, you know, your ADS time, this stock was the one that just really, it shined out amongst all the others. So that is I'm so used to saying 5 attachments. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the 8 attachment combination that we're rocking. Got our 1911 as our secondary, and we ain't even going to talk about what's on that right now, because that'll be a specific that's on video. For tactical, we've got our stem shot. For lethal, we got a frag grenade, rocking proximity mines, flak jacket, scavenger, gung ho, and then once again we got gunfighter wild card, which is what allows us to throw all the attachments on our XM4. I had to back in and out about 5 different lobbies, but we got satellite. So like I said, with this class setup, it's more about, you know, you pre-aiming, your range. The ADS time is still great, because that's one of the biggest pros to like Treyarch Call of Duties, is that the ADS time is always really nice regardless, and I mean with most weapons and for most class setups. And you can kit this thing out to where it's got like a submachine gun level mobility, or speed as they call it in this here game. But ADS time is very solid. It's just not nearly as much of a run and gun balls to the wall class as like if it comes to ADS time and you run up with somebody that's got a solid MP5 class setup, then, you know, odds are, unless their accuracy's dog doo-doo, that you're going to get got up close and personal. But with this setup, on a map like this with really long-range engagements and up-close engagements, mid-range, just this, that, everything, and the other, it's really nice. Like, and you shall see. I shall do my best to demonstrate such things and try to back up my claims. But you got to watch out, because everybody and their brother wants to stand back in them dunes and snipe. So, you know, you take and peek out from a rock for 2 seconds, and you get the top of your noggin clipped off by somebody that's just chilling out there being a sand monkey. So let's try to avoid that, and avoid getting shot in the back. That's the other thing. People up there start perching up on rocks trying to be Batman, and it can get frustrating. It's also frustrating. Normally you see people quicker, and where this is hard point, I'm not going to be playing the objective nearly as much as I should or I normally would, because I'm here to drop bodies. That's why we're here. To just take and poop on kids' dreams. You gotta take and make sure we have a good gaming experience, and make sure these other kids have one of the worst gaming experiences of their career. Get clipped, brothers! That right there, see, that's what I'm talking about with the range. Let's see, there should be people. I'm about to get shot. I'm about to get shot in the left, from the left. Let's pop a new mag in. Where's that guy? Oh. Bop, bop. Oh, somebody already tagged him up. Hurt his feelings. Let's get it. And getting grenades chucked at me. He's right in front of me, I do believe. Oh my god, dude. Get surrounded. People want to start hopping up in here using the butt buddy system, and whenever you got people using the butt buddy system and tag teaming you, it's not good. Get a nice little 2-piece right there, top of the leaderboard where we belong. Get the guy back there, something cocksucker. I don't know. Let's pull the old UAV out so we get some bird eye support. Peek it again, please. I'm gonna get clipped from the right side for sure. Bop, bop, bop. 3 peaks and a biscuit from Hardee's. Let's go. I swear I got cocky with it. 10 and 2 though, we're moving in. I mean, this gun is like, I can't even take credit for too much of it. The gun's doing a lot of the work. Let's get this artillery jig up in here, striking hard on them. I haven't even took time to mess around with score streaks yet. Like the 3 score streaks that you got standard right here have been doing me plenty good. Who's that spawn, gang? What? Okay, then that had to be some kind of lag or packet loss right there, because I don't want to go back on an instant replay and watch that, because it might end up hurting my own feelings. But I feel like that was an unfair loss of the gunfight. But you know, 12 and 3, like I said, we're pooping on them, so I ain't gonna cry over no spilt milk right now, not quite yet. There's still time for many things to go horribly right and horribly wrong. Oh my yes, get in my mouth, baby. I don't know where they've been, but there's something about them. I want them in my mouth. So the reload time for a 50-round magazine. Okay, well, we definitely got Call of Duty spawns going on right now. Like I've not. This might be the second match of Hardpoint that I've played on this map. It's normally always Domination or TDM, and like, oh wow, that's a nice one, bro, right through my eyeball. So the spawns for Hardpoint are proven to be a little on the funkier side in a bad way. So you know, I ain't talking about like 80s breakdown and get funky with it, but I'm talking like, you know, some smelly cheese funk. Then again, I think smelly cheese is actually a good thing. I think that means the cheese. I'm just getting shot in the back. Getting shot in the back is so flippin' frustrating. And it's just because this game wants to spawn people right behind you to take and scratch you back. Can't see nothing over these rolling sand dunes. Let's just cook a nade and see where it goes. Boom! Dude, something about frag kills on here. I don't know if it's the sound or what it is, but it's something about it. It's just like, it's satisfying. There's like a crispiness to slamming a kill with a grenade. Can't see. Let's throw this on the ground. Maybe that'll clip somebody if he goes over on the hard point. Come on now. Come on, proximity mine. 17 and 7. The KD is slowly but surely getting worse and worse because I keep getting clipped in the back. Boom. Dude, if I'd have lost that gunfight, not even gonna lie, there's a very good possibility that I would have rage quitted. I hate that we're losing the objective this bad. I need my teammates top in there. Like I said, I'm out here to drop bodies. I can't be bothered with having to do the objective work too whenever I'm out here just dropping every kid's dreams from a distance. Oh, that's pain. That's painful. Enemy spy plane, and I don't have ghosts. They're going to be able to see me coming. I'm about to get stepped on. Bop, bop, bop. Hit the old stimity shot to the heart. Get you some of that good old methamphetamine. And the drop shot didn't work for me right there. That's unfortunate. That's when the 5 milliwatt laser does you dirty and doesn't do its job. Let's get some raining from the sky. Get a frag land right on their noggin. Where did my grenade, you know what, I bet they have a trophy system, so I don't even think my grenade went off right there. Bop, bop, bop. What kind of sniping eagle-eyed wizards is on the other teammate? I just get clipped in the dome every time I stick my head out. That's the same guy up there. Tell me I'm gonna back up. If he can hit me from right there and I couldn't even see a scope glare. Oh. About to get shot in the side, ain't I? Teammate. Hold me. Love me, feed me, never leave me. I disagree with that death right there as well. This is an interesting get up. We got a 2.0 KD, 20 and 10, so that's nowhere near as hot and spicy as I'm normally rocking with this. But I mean, the people on the other team are actually playing like with good classes, good range, and just holding their own as far as that goes. Get out of here, son. Get out of here, son. Flee far away from death. Still pulling out heavy. Get that proximity mine up right there. I'm sure we're about to get taken stepped on from the backside. And I get prone blocked by a flipping rock. Boom, but my proximity mine's doing my dirty work for me when I'm on the other side. Sitting having a glass of tea with the Reaper. My proximity mine's dropping bodies for me. You know, that's what you call passive death income right there. Dude, if that back corner of the map is broken, that is like the big... That's what, the third time this match I've been spawned from behind, like while a good number of my teammates are on that side of the map with me. I mean, look at that. Look at all the red dots coming in over there. Step out, please. Oh my god, that guy's flee far away from death. Boom, that guy's getting got. 50 rounds in. I don't know why he's out here just chilling in the sand by himself. Go, go. Yes! Okay, I was about to say, as long as I get that guy before I get got, we'll be good. I do not want to finish underneath 2.0 KD. That is not something we need to be doing. Like, I don't think I'm lagging that bad, but a couple of those gunfights was... Well, I mean, it was just dog doo-doo. Should not have lost a couple of them gunfights that I did right there. What is happening right there? That dead body just tripped me out. Something in my brain didn't register that that body was not dead, not alive. Bop, 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 bop. Just, I'm telling you, we're shaving heads with this thing. The accuracy and the mobility. I mean, look at the ADS time on it. I'm just standing out here giving these guys kills, and oh, it makes me so mad. The spoon feed these grown men kills. Okay, let's get a grenade over there. I need to snag a couple more lucky grenade kills. And there's one. There's one for the history books. Oh. Bop, bop, bop. Stem shot. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, there's definitely some lag happening right there. Where'd this guy go? There's a guy underneath me. Teammates out here. I'm about to get shot in the booty. Dude, oh my god, I'm getting these guys so close to death. Bop, bop. There it is. He definitely got a stem shot. And it shows. No, no, no! Get teammate! Some teammate better finish that kid off. God dang, it's just getting heated up in here, brothers. I mean, we're still doing really good, top of the leaderboard. You know, out here playing the objective a little bit. What I'm trying to do now is just keep these guys off my teammates. Just take and hit some proximity mine action. That grenade's about to fry me. Oh, not okay. That plane took and saved my side meat right there. Dude, teammate, do I have any teammates? Like, can we be real here? It seems like my side of my rear end is always half past exposed, and I got my teammates, all these little blue triangles running around the map. Everywhere they don't need to be is where they're at. It's like, just give me a little bit of coverage here, please. I seen that other guy push around this left side too. I don't know if that was my team. Oh, okay, yeah, it was my teammate. The government needs to get my guy some glasses, apparently. Bop, bop, bop. That grenade's... Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm just shooting at bodies at this point. It's a good thing we're not playing hardcore. Bop, bop, bop. And I gave it to him. Like I said, steps up close. The balance in this game is solid because subs seem to have like a little bit faster rate of fire and do the job a little bit better up close and personal. So that's why, you know, like I said, it's a good idea to take and play this like an AR, play back, hit your pre-aims, and try to not get too aggressive with it, because it just can come down to the class setups and stuff that your enemy players are using. This is actually a pretty close, like, neck and neck game right here. And I already know I'm gonna get spawned on from behind, but right now I might as well face towards the direction the enemy should be coming from, and you'll see, you know, see what goes on it. Wait, what was active? Artillery. Okay, yep, that'll do it. That'll do it when you're on the hot zone and all you got to protect is a flipping rock. I know the rock it worked out good for SpongeBob, but the rock just did me dirty right there. Enemy spy plane. Okay, well, they can see me now. Probably should rock Ghost more, but I haven't really had that big of an issue running into UAVs and stuff. Like, normally, like, most people haven't got that technical with the game yet. Okay, teammate, finish that guy off. Thank you, sir. 36 and 19. Very, very poor performance, if I want to be honest. I really need to finish this off with 2.8 KD. If we can take and just, like, break our nice 40 kill mark real quick. That would make me a happy camper. Yeah, need to get these cunts off the hard point. Teammates, go in for Betty Jen, baby! Attack helo. That's also not good. Bop, bop, bop. The attack helicopter! The timing of that! The timing of that! I was about to get a quad feed. I was about to kill the whole enemy team right there, guaranteed. Boot with stem shot again. What are you doing back there, buddy? Trying to be a sneaky little snail. Boom! There it is. The proximity mines are nasty with it, mate. Proximity mines are absolutely nasty with it. Okay, so I almost guarantee we still got kids spawning back there. Gonna slam him too, right up close and personal. I hope I haven't like been crouching outside of the face frame thing this whole time, because that's something that I have a bad habit of doing. Boom! We hit our 41 kills, so at least we in the 41 mark. So that's good to know. Bop, bop, bop. Some artillery action going in. We are holding that hard point down too, baby. It's going to be a close match. Get out of here, son. Thinking he's slick with it. Oh. No, get back down, get back down. Dang it, if I hadn't hit the crouch, but I'm still just making such stupid, like, dumb mistakes. It's like, what can you do? Dude, okay, just a round of applause for the people that keep popping me in the forehead on this game. And we got defeat 239 to 250. That's some dog doo-doo. But anyways, guys, there you go. That is the first best class setup video. Got the XM4 AR, the Commando, one of the best guns in the game as of right now. But then again, all the guns are nice and pretty balanced. Well, so let me know which guns you want me to focus on next. It's, you know, as far as the beta goes, I'm sure this class setup will hold its own into whenever the actual game drops. But there's going to be, you know, we're going to do what we've done with all the other weapons and stuff on this. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit me up in the comment section, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, share with your friends, and until the next one, adios.